Hey you guys, this is me and Elizabeth. Um, a lot lately, I've been down for the past few days. A lot of people have been offering out their hand and wondering what's going on with me because usually I'm this jolly, cheerful person and, you know, try to give the best advice that I could to people who are going through situations because I love giving advice. You know, a lot of people feel that I'm a motivational speaker and or a counselor, suggest that I should be a counselor because I have the love for people because I've been through a lot. Definitely when it comes down to relationships. But I'd be wrong, to leave your question in and inbox me and comment in me and be wrong to sit here and ignore you because that's not the type of person I am and I don't want to get that y'all to think that I am. And also I don't want to sit here and tell y'all to I still want y'all to go by that advice, but I'd be wrong to sit here and be like, forget about the bullshit, forget about this, it's a new year, and yet I'm down, and you don't know why. That's not right. But I will eat my own words. I mean, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to eat my own words. But I'm going to let y'all know what's been up with your girl. Everything's been fine, a lot of questionable been going on. As a lot of y'all know, I've been, well, for some who don't know, some of you know, I don't have my personal life out there, a lot, but I do know that I've been talking to somebody who is an amazing person, you know. Well, I felt that was an amazing person, anyhow, and they made me feel secure, happy, you know. So it made me feel like this person that I haven't felt in so long, and I was down for it. It took me a while to really, let down a little bit, but when I did, I felt amazing. I did somebody I was building slowly building my future with, and it's crazy how things happen right before the holiday. I never expected to be at this point. I expected to be happy and looking forward, which I am still in, looking forward to what's going to happen in 2012. Um, for y'all that don't know, I was in an abusive relationship, not a while ago, but yeah, a while ago, for some years. I mean, when I say abusive, I was getting hit on. I was getting emotionally abused, and I was getting mentally abused by somebody that I was so head over heels for, that I did everything and anything for, and I was young. I was 16 when I met them. They was 21, and this was a while ago. But we was in this relationship for a long time. I dedicated myself. I cut a lot of my family off. I did things out of the ordinary, even though I was young, but I felt that I needed to do that because this is the relationship that I always wanted, even though I was still 16. But when I was younger than that, you know, I was going to be hurt by people because I had myself in situations that I had no business being in. But this is somebody I felt that I could confide in, somebody that really had my back, that really held me down. And things started happening in life. Changes started happening, and I let them know, I love you. I'm here for you. I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm not gonna, this, that, and third. I mean, I'm gonna keep it short for you all today, but I will have a part about that. But they were going through a lot of bullcrap in the midst of a relationship with their own personal life, and I still ride or die. I'm a ride or die when I'm in a relationship. I don't just be with you when you have everything. I want to be there when you don't, so you know that I really do appreciate you. And that's what I did. I was young. They didn't live in my city, but they live, in the tri-state area, and it, it took a while to, well, not a while, it took time to travel up there. Definitely by train it took about 2 hours to travel, and I will always travel up there and be there for them. And at 16 years old, 16, 17, 18 years old, I was this person doing that, and I was getting beat. I was getting torn, when they felt angry and they didn't know how to handle it, and I did something else, something I was getting beat. There was time we would wake up, in the middle of the night, and I would hear her breathing, and I was like, "Is you okay?" I guess she would have a flashback and just take my head and slam it to the wall. And the sad part that somebody that I called my best friend was right there and never decided to help me. The last incident that happened between us was in April, and um, I've broken up with them for a while since, before April had came of 2011. But once again, they bashed my head into the wall, and I mean, it was like nothing changing. Nothing changed. Every relationship that I tried to get around, you know, it never changed. Not necessarily that they were putting their hands on me, but the mindset, the games, and all that stuff was there. But I met somebody, and I felt secured again. I felt happy, genuinely, inside and out. I felt, this person motivated me to be who I am, helped me out with my school and helped me out with ideas, gave me a shoulder to cry on. And I mean, so much. It was just like, it was too good to be true. But after a while, I really let my guard down because I really feel that they were, it could be that one. Eventually, our emotions had got together, and we began to really express that we loved each other and started slowly planning what was to happen for us, where we wanted to go. And, you know, we made a promise that we was always going to be here to provide for each other. And like I said, I'm a ride or die. They end up going through situations, and it was just like everything's repeating itself. Now, they did not physically, abuse me, but emotionally, it feels like it. Everything was great. I mean, questions were going on from my head because a lot of situations had occurred. But right before the new year, they ignored me. They pushed me to the side because they were going through situations like they always been. And without warning, I was ignored. So I'm sitting here like, yo, what's going on? And after a while, beginning to talk and see what's going on, they really were pushing me to the side, like completely ignored me. And it hurt. I'm not trying to cry, but it hurt because I've been abused a lot. I've been hurt a lot, and now as an adult, and you have everything, but you want that person there for you. You learn to care, after opening up, to somebody, taking a lot of courage to open up to somebody and tell them about how you feel and the things that have been in your past, and try to extend your past for them, for them to just close the door on you when they're going through. It's a sad case. It takes a lot for a girl who's been abused, misused by, not just only by people in their relationship, but in their own home, to open up to somebody and feel comfortable. And that's what I did. And it hurt because I understand space is needed, but just completely ignore me, dust me off, not having me sit here wondering, like, as if my feelings don't matter. It hurt because now I have this book that I opened, and it's left open, and it's just like, how do you go on from that just so quick? I would tell them I love them, and it was just like, we used to say I love you all the time. Now I tell them I love them, it's just like our conversation just stops and then they disappear. How can you go one day telling somebody they love you and you care, and this day, the third, then the next day you're going through, and where that loves you don't matter? And it hurt, it hurt. A lot of people have been asking, it's New Year's, man, why you down? Usually I'm this bubbly person, but that's why I've been down, and I'll be real fake if I did not tell y'all, because I tell y'all about how to keep it together, and I'm going to show you that I have feelings too. I'm going to eat my own words. I'm going to take my own bite, but I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because I really do care for this person, but it's hard to learn to love and care for somebody that does stuff like that, you know, unexpectedly. And I feel like I took 5 steps forward to fall flat on my ass again, you know, to be hurt. And they say, you're not falling, you know, you're not falling, da da da. But it's just like, you got somebody that's down for you, that don't care what it is, you know, they have to do, but down for you to make sure you happy. And you're pushing them away when you really need to be holding them close. You pushing the ones that are wanting to be here when you don't have shit, you know. And that's crazy, because if I had people when I was going through a lot, if I had people, I think I would have been a much better person. I would long for that, to know that I have somebody that really cares for me and my happiness. A lot of people wish they had that, and you're throwing it away. It hurt. But the most thing that hurt is to open up and to put yourself out there after being abused and misused. I mean, physically abused, emotionally abused, mentally abused, and finally finding yourself. And now you have somebody that balance you out, and now they get off the, you know, the balance or whatever, I forgot what it's called, but you know, and then it's like a seesaw. They here to balance you out, you're balancing each other out, you're helping each other out. And now when shit goes on in life, you fall flat on your ass, they hop off, and you somebody stuck in flat on their ass. And that's how I feel. Like I've, I've been hurt, and feeling hurt again, but I love this person to death. I care, you know, but I did not expect to go through the New Year's like this at all. Um, so there you go, for those who've been wondering what's going on. You know, it's hard to really care and love somebody, and they have you fall flat on your, feel like you falling flat on your ass, like they ignore you, like as if you don't even matter. You know, it's like they don't see you. Like, we all go through situations, but I know there's a lot of people who going through worse. I wish they had somebody that want to be there for them, to encourage them and still love them the same. And I wish I had that when I was going through. I think I would be the most gratefulest person in the world, you know, but it hurt. And if I have to move on, I will. But I don't want to, you know, even though it's sad to say I don't want to, because I really care. But eventually, if I have to, I will. But I feel sorry for anybody else, you know, that try to come along, because it's going to be even harder for me to move on. I mean, to open up, because here, some years later, I tried to open up, and I did, and that's what I get. But this is what I was going on, and I would love for comments and feedback on this. I could use a lot of words of encouragement now. You know, I am gonna use my advice that I gave to you about, you know, leaving the bullshit, but it's hard. I am gonna do it though, but I had to let you know, I didn't want to be fake and sit here and tell you how to do this and encourage you and sit here go on my ass unexpectedly. But I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all love it. I hope y'all really get back to me, and may God bless y'all with your New Year's with you yours. Love you.